Hi friends, it's Ms. Marshall. I am here in my art studio with Cupcake and Frida Kahlo, and today I'm going to teach you how to knit on 4 fingers. All you're going to need for this is a ball of yarn and a hand. If you don't have yarn, you could use string, you could use shoelaces, whatever you've got. If you want to pause the video and go find those things, let me know when you're ready. Okay, now that you've got your ball of yarn, here's how to start. You find the end, hold up your left hand so my right can be working, and I'm going to hold that end with my thumb so I can work on these 4 fingers. The first thing that I'm going to do is wind the yarn around my fingers like this. Behind, in front, behind, in front. When I get to my pinky, I'm going to go around it. It looks like this. And then back to my thumb by going in front, behind, in front. It's like you're weaving. If you put your fingers together, you'll notice that you have 1 loop on each finger. You don't need to put them down toward the bottom. They can just look like this. Now, we need to put a second loop on each finger, and we're going to do it just the same way. Go around your pointer finger, behind, in front, around your pinky, and weave your way back to the beginning. It looks like this. Now you can see that there are 2 loops on each finger. Now this part, if you did finger crochet with me last week, this is going to look really familiar. Starting with your pinky, you're going to pinch that bottom loop and pull it over and behind. It's going to look like that. Now you only have 1 loop on that finger. Let's repeat it on each finger. Pinch the bottom loop, pull it over and behind. Pinch the bottom loop, pull it over, behind. And then this one, it can be a little hard to see, but this loose one is the top. Pinch that first one that you made and put it over. Nice. Now we're just going to do that again. We're back to 1, we'll add a second one, and we'll pull all of them over. It looks like this. This time it's going much faster. Start with your pinky, pull it over, pull it over. You can, if you put them on there a little bit tightly, you can bend your fingers to help you get that loop off. Pull it over. Okay, let's do it again. You might notice it's going faster for you too. Start with your pinky, pull it over. Whoops, don't lose that loop. Pull it over, pull it over, pull it over. At this point, you might be noticing that behind your hand looks like this. It looks a little bit like a mess, but if you let go of that end that you were holding with your thumb and you pull it just a little bit, you'll notice that this, if you flip this over, don't let go, it's actually starting to look like knitting because that's exactly what it is. You usually see people knitting on 2 needles. If somebody knits at home, you've seen them do that, but you can knit on your fingers as well, just like this. So that is the beginning of your knitting, and we're just going to keep going. Remember to use all 4 fingers. Don't forget about this one. You're probably going to get a little bit faster as you go. Remember, this loose one is the top. Around. And over. Okay, pull it back just a little. Now it's starting to get really long. Now it really is starting to look like knitting. I want you to keep going. And can you knit this as long as a bracelet? Can you knit this as long as a necklace? In just a moment, I'm going to show you some other things that you can make with your knitting. You're doing a great job at this. Remember, even if you drop one of the loops or something like that, it's not a big deal. When you start to feel like your knitting is long enough, here's how to finish it. You're going to leave a good long tail. Use a pair of scissors to cut about this much. Hopefully your scissors are a little sharper than mine. Now, are you ready? This part's really fun. You take your pinky loop and you wiggle it right over here onto this one. Pull the bottom one over. Put this loop over on this finger, just like this, and pull the bottom one over. Put this loop, yes, you guessed it, right here. Pull the bottom one over. Now it looks like this. You've got this tail, you have 1 loop left, and you're going to put this tail right through that loop, like this. and done. I made mine a necklace, maybe you did too, so you can tie it on. Nice job.